Can't get rid of me. I run the underground like a fucking marathon. I go to sleep in the hard head to the job done. These niggas only put in work when it seems fun. But to be a boss, you gotta have boss growth some. Why should I stunt hard for a bunch of fronters when most of y'all never seen money? Stevie Wonder, to fix the mesh I made, I'ma need more than a plunger. And
making whole scene is sinking. Big dog, about to bring the motherfucking pain. Lock it in, lock it in, lock it in, lock it in, lock it in.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, I mean? To all those that are returning, you know what I mean? You already know what you're getting yourself into, man. I mean, this is we gonna go right at it this episode. But before we do that, for all those who don't know, I am your host. I am your hood therapist. I am the guy who's gonna say it like it T.I. is. I am the guy who owes you no lie.
Facts.
I am Mickey J. the F. A.K.A.
You made this?
Cut that bitch off.
With the big hands, you feel it's safe, man. You are watching the Gangsta and Gentleman podcast. Let's get some more of this. Now, where we left off last episode, it was an interesting part, right? Especially when it comes to gossip. We left off at how gossiping in the situation of baby mothers and baby fathers, or to most, baby mom and baby daddy. The drama continues.
Get your man.
But we gonna look at each side of the coin. And we gonna say some things that some gon' not like, but most gon' comprehend. So, it's gonna get a little squirmy like a worm.
What?
But we gonna get to the head of it. But we don't know which is. You understand me?
what do you mean by that?
Now, for all those who heard me say baby mom and baby dad, drama or gossip, I am not here to bash am female. I am not here to bash am male. I am here to simply be a deliverer of truth and what things look like and how gossip is manufactured to your situation. And I do mean it is made for you.
Relax.
Okay. Off the rip. If you are a mom or a dad, understand that doesn't make you a mother, and that doesn't make you a father. Now, it's gonna get a little rough. Y'all have to bear with me. For some reason, ain't no air circulating through this mother.
Oh shit!
So now, I'm in here patting my face like I'm old Baptist pastor. But guess what? I got a word for you. I said I got a word for you. So, some of y'all have these youngins and y'all really feel that you have say-so over something that you half-ass helping, that you half-ass putting in a situation to be successful, that you half-ass being truthful to about who and what you really are as a parent.
Shit like that.
Before we go any further, that goes to you, ma'am or sir. So let's break it down. Let's start from the titty top. Cause we gonna end up in the bosom regardless. You hear me? Cause God knows I'm gonna ass this episode. You hear me? And I will make sure I make this one. Oh, womb to the tomb episode. You hear me? Cause God knows with every atom in me, by God, I'm gonna tell the truth today. You hear me? And we gonna get it poppin'. Like the night before New Year's Eve. Okay, I'm good. That was a couple of them. I'm darting them out there. And if you see him, and if you see my joints get shiny, no diddy. In the most respectful way. The boys is oiling up here, Paul.
Hey, that's too much now. You stepped over the line now. We won't be talking that kind of shit.
Hey, these motherfuckers trying to, they gonna put me in the damn dehumidifier in this motherfucker, hey? Oh, God damn. I know I got a little chubby, but you had to put me on the retention stick. Pause.
Hey, who is this?
We gonna get through this episode. I got to focus. There. Okay. If you are a man and a woman, or a woman, and y'all had a kid, it was cool when y'all was doing all this adult activity, right? It was cool when y'all was having y'all way, it was just y'all, right? It was cool when, you know, y'all might have been a little couple and y'all thought y'all was gonna become a power couple, or y'all might have got here flexing shit on a couple people, and you know, y'all was having y'all way when it was just y'all. But somehow or another, there wasn't a rubber used under the cover.
Oh shit!
Come on. Let's get some claps in it. I mean, I'm a wordsmith. I'm gonna really give you out this episode. Pause. So, relax. 18 years. 18 years. Let's just let it breathe. Whether you want to deal with this person by law, 18 years. And for those who are lucky enough to have a child who pursues further education, I think it's 21. No, y'all always just things. Yeah, no. I'm from the field where it's real, where it's tar on my heels. Yeah. So just know, if I'm not mistaken, that's what it looked like down this way. So, for some reason, right? For some reason, when most people have a kid, they can be together a year, they can be together damn near 10 years. For some reason, when a child is born into this realm of existence, I don't know what happens. I don't know what causes people to grow apart. I don't know what causes people to feel like, I'd rather just deal with my child and us try to make it work. But it happens a lot more than that. So, to all the people who are fighting to make it happen, don't you worry. We're going to get to you. But to the people who aren't, let's just build it as we are doing. Y'all don't make it, but y'all have to learn this co-parenting thing, right? It's not the easiest thing, and it damn sure isn't the most patient thing to deal with, right? Now, let's say this child brings out another side of him or her, and not in a good way. The pettiness, the games, the foolishness, the keep away games, and this can go on both ways, right? I know men, I know women who equally have their kid or had their kid, and it takes maturity to go through that situation and not have the child affected by your emotions.
Shit like
Right?
that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
So let's say, as a woman, let's say you're dealing with a man and he does not, what you feel, comply or live up to the standards of what a dad or a father should be, right? But as he's learning this shit, because this may be his first time, you're extra judgy on everything he does, right? Now, this is where the communication gets lost. If y'all aren't together already, and this child is living with you, the mom, let's say he may not be what you want him to be, but to the child, he's everything. Come on now. I mean, if I paint the picture right now, it is hitting certain nerves. I hope the picture's as vivid as it needs to make you live it. You understand me? Because some of y'all playing the game foul. So let's say he might not be what you think he needs to be, but to the child, he's everything. You know, the worst thing a mom can do to a man, especially who has sons, and that man wants to be a father, is not let the kids think he's the hero that they think he is. Fuck what everybody else is saying. Fuck what everybody else is saying. Nobody gives a shit about what nobody else is saying. What does my kid or my kids think?
Shit like that. Shit like
If
that.
they think I'm this,
Shit like that. Shit like that.
I already got pressure on me. Just because I'm not showing it to you don't mean I don't care. See, a lot of women take a man's nonchalantness as for they don't care because they don't want to show out and give the emotion they want so they can furthermore be painted out to be the bad person, right?
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
So let's say y'all continue to go through this back and forth game. Y'all move on. Man, you think it's cool to have your kid around who you want, right?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Okay, let's just pause there. If this child lives with you, you feed it primarily, you clothe it, you do all the things that, require time and effort a little more than the dad at this time period. You feel entitled to bring somebody else in your life because, hell, I'm doing everything else. The least I deserve is to be happy. We're past your dad now. Fuck that guy. We ain't trying to be too deep in the streets, but we got to get dirty enough to find a new set of cleats. You understand me? We got to find somebody else around with, baby.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Let's say you find a guy, right? Whether he's in the streets, whether he's a good guy, whatever. Let's say the dad is an actual dad. He's a father. He's not a dad. He's a father. He's just a struggling father. See, this is a little different to some of y'all immature-minded ass people. We're going to build up to how this level of gossip affects a lot of shit. He's not just a regular dad. He's a father. He's doing everything that matters, not just all the things you want. There's a difference. Parents. So you find you a new man, right? People start talking.
Yo, I see you, baby mom. You damn me, your baby mom ain't fighting with each other like that.
Nigga, what the fuck are you talking about?
I seen her at the job. But boy,
where's my child at? My child?
your child was with him.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
while to me. Damn, that's how this bitch gonna play it. That's how this bitch gonna carry it. You can have my child around another nigga like that? Alright. Heard you. Now, pause right there. Men, this is very vital for you to understand. Now, daddies ain't gonna get this, only fathers are. It's a certain time frame, in a certain way that you do things when you're a mother and when you're a father. Follow me. Follow me. Example. The first lady I ever dealt with and actually had her around my kid, it took this motherfucker a year to meet my child. You know what I mean? It took this person, she talked to her on the phone, they done, you know what I mean, had communication or whatsoever, but physically being around my child and seeing my child, it took a year. That's me, that's my character. Because when you are a real parent that's mature and not playing one, you understand there's certain rules and boundaries and guidelines that is best to just be communicate about them. Give that person, the other parent, a chance to process how they truly feel about it, and find a way to find common ground where there's peace to the best of your abilities. You're not always going to do it, but at least you handled it initially in a mature way. So you're owed the same thing once that turnaround from the other parent comes.
Message.
Again, only real mothers and fathers going to understand what the fuck I just said. So, you processing it. You're not mad. You're disappointed. If you're a father, if you're a dad, you're ready to fight. If you're a dad, you're ready to fight because you could be still harboring feelings for this bitch. Or it's just a simple fact that you feel disrespected that another person is around your child whom you don't know even carries the bond with your child yet. Very important as well to understand. So, okay. Two different sides of the coin I just gave you. But we're going to roll with the fathers. I'm a father. I can only go with the father experience. I don't do daddy shit. I do father shit. So, you hit the mom up.
No, don't do it.
Goddamn muppet head, bitch. Hey, man. What you got going on? Alright. Where the baby at? Yep, alright. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I just want to go ahead and get right to business. I'm getting calls and shit. People saying that they seen you and my child out with some boy. Some dude, man. Who the fuck is boy?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
I mean, listen, man. All I'm asking is this. Now, had you got that same call and it would have been me out with our child, I don't think you would have had the patience to call the way I'm calling. So all that yelling shit ain't necessary. I'm asking you, first of all, how long have you known this dude, man? Okay, so how long have y'all actually been together? Like, for y'all to have my kid around? I'm not worried about babysitters. You could have called me to watch my fucking kid. I mean, I'm not gonna be babysitting for you to go on dates and shit, but yikes. I prefer my kid to be with me if you going on dates and shit. I mean, you kind of moving funny out here. Niggas is kind of side-eyeing your movement out here. I'm calling high key because I'm concerned about how you looking out here. I mean, I'm not saying you a hoe, but it's giving hoe type vibes. I mean, you got an on, baby. I mean, it's not a good look.
Facts.
So, all right, how about this? Why don't next time you choose to take my child out with you and whoever this dude is, how about you don't? And just let me get my fucking kid and you figure out if this guy's not a fucking psycho. Because if he beats your ass, there's nowhere to fuck my child should be. It shouldn't be a duet ass whipping.
Shit like that.
Yeah, I mean every fucking thing I'm saying. And shit, if he hear me, it is what it is. Now I gotta chew my cabbage twice. All right, man. All I'm saying is this, man. Be respectful. Because if I start doing it, you ain't gonna like it. Alright, kiss my baby for me. Yeah, fuck you too. Okay. Now, as a father, it gets tough. Sometimes we can't move like dads, but we have dad-like emotions. You know, sometimes that side of us that just needs to show a little bit of dominance and verbal aggression, it comes out. So I try to give y'all that as everybody's not gonna be, yeah, I'm just so distraught. I can't. Jesus Christ, why would you do that? I mean, Jesus, do you know the guy? Who the fuck? Nobody I know is attacked situations like such. I got to go off the real experience of what the fuck it looked like for my life and anybody else's around me I've seen. That's as mature as that call gonna get. So now when you're pondering on people knowing, okay, now people have seen her with and your child out, right? This is where it gets funny. Now, you got a little joint tucked away, but you're not really trying to put your child in the situation that do the pettiness. So you're not going to play them games. You know you're not going to play them games. But you can't let your words not be something to consider that you just said, right?
Facts.
So, okay. Now that you see that your baby mom out doing whatever, and mothers, you out here, you know, you living your life, you know, you doing whatever the fuck makes you happy, you still trying to be a good mom. There's nothing wrong with that, but here's the problem. Communication where the kill was about to fucking happen next. Now, the streets already talking, and you didn't give a fuck about it. You want to know why? Because you was on the A side of it. You was on the A side of the not give a fucks and who gives a shits and however the fuck anything else anybody has to say negative, right? So time progresses. You keep mothering, he keeps fathering. Now, you find yourself in an interesting situation. Start going through a little bit of rocky shit with boy. But you notice your baby daddy, he's been getting his child, but he might not be getting his child as much as he was. You know, your attention dropped from one thing and pick back up on what was actually important. The love is simmering down now. The love bombing is starting to go away. So now you're starting to be like, well, damn, what the fuck's got this nigga's attention?
He must got a bitch. Oh shit!
Ah! See now, he ain't playing the game fair. He indeed has a bitch. You gotta say that with dignified. He indeed has a bitch. You know what I mean? And he's told her, say, man, my baby mama probably gonna be on some bullshit. That's why I'm not bringing my kid around on top of me, not just wanting to introduce you to my kid until we figure out what we are. You feel me? We could just be, I could just be signing your pity on the running guy. All pootie tang work.
Shit like that.
You know what I mean?
Shit like that.
You might wake up, or I might wake up one day just be like, it's not worth it to pursue or continue. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm moving right before I bring my child in the venue. You heard me? So your baby mom's here's through the streets.
We saw your baby daddy out. He got a new little joint, don't he? He's like, kikiing, all 32 teeth.
Sidebar, gentlemen. Take care of your teeth to the best of your abilities. Now, I know my shit ain't the best, and I ain't gonna hold you. When I get to the level of financial whatever, I'm probably gonna knock this whole 8 out. This motherfucker's gone. But I tell you what, I won't be walking around with them goddamn Rubik's Cubes in my mouth like some of y'all motherfuckers. These motherfuckers will look as natural as possible. So remember these motherfuckers. Take care of your motherfucking teeth, because smiles mean something.
Message.
So while you in the ha-ha and kiki, you don't need to be having no fucking Humpty Humps in your motherfucking mouth. Make sure they shine bright like the diamonds they're supposed to be.
Message.
Back to the scenario. So she gets wind. She calls to confront you. Now, mind you, your child hasn't been brought around this female. And she just realized you're not getting your child as much from this time period to that time period, and it must be because of her. Now, gossip is coming from both ends. You know, the streets might know that your baby mama's going through some shit with boy, but they see that you happy now. The streets happy for you, King. Yeah. Nigga, fight back. Fight back. Shit, nigga. At the end of the day, nigga, you didn't settle down with her. Y'all just got a kid together. That's how she played it first. She let everybody make sure they understood, I don't belong to this nigga, so you don't belong to her either. So, she calls you with the fugazi.
The fuck? You still got a child, nigga?
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Okay, let's pause right there. Let's breathe. Because you've been expecting this call. And guess what? Not only were you expecting this call, you had strong intent to make up for the time that you've missed throughout this time period that you know you've dedicated to trying to move the fuck on the right way. Back to the scenario.
The fuck? Nigga, you still got a child? I heard you got a new little bitch that you dealing with. I hope that's not taking priority over your child.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Pause once more. Now, sir, you didn't probably put yourself in a situation to come out the goddamn hostess. You know what I mean? Oh, Yosemite Sam style. But now, we're here. I haven't been disrespectful to you nor my child. So, why would I call you to tell you what I'm doing in my life that's making me happy outside of what joy my child or children are bringing me?
Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that.
Now, I mean, your kid keep asking about you. They trying to figure out, like, what the fuck's going on with daddy. I can't keep making up excuses.
Pause. Lies. Fucking lies. Let me tell you something about real life. One thing a father's gonna do if they're not seeing their child, they're talking to them.
Message.
And the only way a father can't talk to his child is if the mama not fucking let him. So that's bullshit. That's bullshit. You wanna know why? Because just because she don't know what's going on, I'm sure as a father, you've been letting your child know. Now this is if the child can talk and shit clearly and perceive that information. But if you're just dealing with a toddler and under, this is how you have to play that.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Now listen, man. For some odd reason, every time I call you here lately, either I'm gonna get a call back later, or for some reason, there's always me getting forwarded.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
And most fathers go through this shit. I don't know if you're around your man or not, but we both know I'm not calling to talk to you. I don't give a fuck what you and him doing. If my child's around this dude, don't not let me stop being a father because of what you got going on. Now,
Listen, I don't give a fuck what you and your little girlfriend doing. All I'm saying is, I'd hope that this bitch ain't the reason why you about to go on child support.
Now, let me tell you something about real life women. Men can deal with a lot of shit. A lot of shit that you say. A lot of shit that you do. The two things men don't want to deal with is A, having to deal with another man if they know it's no need to, especially when it comes to being around their kid. But flip that around, they can deal with a man as long as he know he not on no bullshit when it comes to their child.
Shit
A
like
father's
that.
gonna
Shit
tell
like
a man
that.
off the top, listen, you ain't gotta do none of this disciplinary shit. Call me. Now, I'm not telling you you can't get on my kid or whatever, but just know there's boundaries to that shit. If it needs to go a step further than what you may feel it needs to, it's best you call me. Because if it goes any farther than it needs to, and this bitch is allowing it, that's two asses that might get fucked up. Take it how you want. Because now, you're setting the tone to let a motherfucker understand, listen, I've accepted you being around my child. I've accepted that y'all might not see eye to eye all the time. I know kids do stupid shit. I know you might have to be a man from time to time to my child. But don't feel like you got to be their parent.
Message.
They have a parent. An active one. One who cares. One who loves them. One who disciplines. You don't got to do that, champ. Love this bitch. And make sure my child good while you doing it. That's all you can do in the process of you being there. That's what a father would tell a motherfucker. However that's gonna fly, it's gonna go. And that's for shit show. You understand me? So, the child support. Women, you want to know what makes monsters out of men who try to be good fathers? When you force him to do something on paper, he's already doing physically in reality. A lot of y'all cut short these kids by putting the dad on paper just so you can have some say so. See, let me tell you what a lot of y'all do. Especially the women who go out here and put these men on child support who may be in the streets or, you know what I mean? They know they got money but can't financially prove it. Y'all dumb. Y'all dumb as shit. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! If this man has to pay $50 to $100, let's say $50 to $200 a month, and you know for sure, this motherfucker's bringing in at least $1,000 to $2,000 a week or every 2 weeks. Why the fuck, out of spite and pettiness, would you fuck it up for your child?
Shit like that. Shit like
Because
that.
you want to know what some dads do? A lot of dads look you dead in the face and tell you, bitch, that child support say $50. Blah! Figure the rest out. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! See, when you take a personal attack at somebody sometime, it ain't always gonna work out in your favor. When you make an emotional decision sometime, you're gonna end up being the one who's emotional in the end. See,
Message.
the best thing to do with a man who's trying to be a father and trying to do the right thing, even if it ain't much, just keep letting him try until it fucking clicks and he figures the shit out. What works for him. Not everybody parents the same. Not everybody finds a way to make finances the same. Not everybody can hold whatever job that they have or may have or make the money they want to make at the time period that you feel is feasible for them to be doing for their child. And a lot of y'all put some unrealistic fucking views on what you think a man should be doing versus what you should be doing. Just because that child may live with you. If a father of a child is helping you with clothes, helping you with shoes, helping you with groceries, helping you from time to time with a couple of your personal bills, like the power, or sometime the rent, the shit that affects the child. How dare you put that man on child support? How dare you threaten him with child support? How dare you feel like that's a game to play to a man that's showing you not only are they there, but they fucking care. So when people start gossiping about they heard certain shit, she playing these petty games, or she talking about putting that boy on child support, and they know your character as a man and as a father. See, let me say this. Just because a man isn't good to you in a relationship doesn't mean that he's going to not be an amazing father to his kids or his child. So make that very clear, women, before we move forward, because these courts give y'all a lot of power, so some of that shit needs to be said. Just because that man may have hurt you, don't make that pain bleed off on your kids and make them look at their father as something that he's not. Because if that man is a hero to those kids, don't go slandering him to his fucking kids, making him look like he's weak, or he's a bitch, or he's not a man, or he's not a good father or a good dad. Like, use your words responsibly, women.
Message.
Let me say this. There have been a lot more women who've damaged young men and women with words than it has been men. And what I mean by that is, when a lot of women get emotional, the first thing they do is go cry about it to their kids when they're the primary person who have the kids.
Message.
See, from personal experience, I remember when my mom would go through certain things, and at a young age, I felt like I had to be more mature when it came to speaking to my mom, because she was bringing me adult problems, and I'm trying to see it through an adult's eyes, but I'm a fucking kid. Now, mind you, my mom not like, I don't know, baby mama, baby daddy's drama shit, but I was always mature for my age. So it forced me to look at shit through an adult lens early. And the moment I got a chance to start moving like an adult, whether it was sneaky or out loud, I did. Because I felt like I was mature enough to deal with certain shit, because I had been taught to a certain way. I'm being taught to a certain way by my uncle's talking to me a certain type of way. My mom's talking to me a certain type of way. My dad's talking to me a certain type of way. Everybody's viewing me as somebody who can be mature enough to retain this information and have a mature response. And that's not something that you need to put on a child. Sometimes when we see kids, like, damn, well, that's some damn little boy, girl, goddamn 5 going on 15. It's because they're being subjected to more adult shit than they're supposed to be. They're around older people and monitoring, or they're being taught to a certain type of way, and they're picking up and digesting all this shit. So you got to be real careful about the information that you allow a kid to retain, or the actions you let them digest and see, for them to start instilling in themselves without understanding what they're instilling in themselves. Because once a child sees his parents going back and forth, the altercations, verbally, if they turn physically, the slander, the backstabbing, the downing, all the things that come with the gossip, the drama. What does those two equivalent to? The trauma. See, a lot of y'all walking around right now who were those kids who went through the bullshit, always heard your mom and dad names and certain shit it shouldn't have been in. And guess what? Whether you want to accept that affected you or not, it fucking did. It 100% affected you. Because look at what it made some of y'all become as parents.
Message.
Look at how it made some of y'all go out here and act out when you were enraged or you were emotional. Look how it made some of y'all feel like you were entitled to carry certain situations, and if it wasn't your way, it was no way. The other parent had no say so. That's my child. You can't play those type of games, then tell people that the other parent ain't shit when you're forcing neglect on that parent and on those kids. You're forcing it with your words, moms. You're forcing it with your actions, moms. You're forcing it with certain ways that you choose to have the society look at this man. All because certain things are said and done that get you emotional and you don't know how to take it. In the moment you get emotional, you find yourself in the arms of another nigga. Oh shit! Not worried about the kid, not thinking it's affecting the kid. It takes a strong mother to not allow themselves to not look anything less than a queen to their kids. Message. But when you have a mother and a dad, Mama, I can always remember my mom being somebody who was strong. I rarely seen my mama cry about anything, bro. As a female, I rarely seen my mom cry, bro. Like, people died, I seen her cry. You know, see, it's a difference in tears. Just like it's a difference in tears, nigga. You understand me? Once a woman starts to find that tougher side of her, she no longer cares how she makes a man feel. Message. Because there's something there that hasn't been addressed in her. The first time I really seen my mama cry, it was over the simplest thing, bro. Like, when she busted out crying, she was crying. I can't even remember what it was. It was that simple, bro. It was like something that was important to her, but it was simple. And when she started crying, like nobody knew what the fuck to do. We're so used to seeing her be the tough person who always, she the regulator. And that's what a lot of y'all women go out here and do. Y'all go out here and y'all be so fucking tough. But behind closed doors, y'all want to be tender. Y'all want to be soft. But you don't want to let this man run all over you and treat your kids any type of way. You got to show this man that you're in control. But where the fuck does that get you? How does that help that child? If somebody's going to be a fucking parent, they're going to be. You can't force a man or a woman to be something that's not in them to be. Message. It don't matter what your background is. You could have came from a two-parent household. That don't mean you gonna raise that child to be a great child, a great mom or dad.
Shit like that.
That doesn't mean that.
Shit like that. Shit like that.
Point blank, period. When you're raising a child, you got to understand, G, you are not who raised you. Message. Regardless of what that looks like. You have to do shit your way because it's your situation. You cannot mimic anybody else's situation. You can only try to follow guidelines that you knew worked. And if those don't work, you have to find an alternate route. No kid is the same. Just like no baby mom and baby daddy situation is quite the same. It's a lot of shit is similar, but it's never the same. It's two different mindsets. You could have went through similar shit as your homie or your homegirl, but that don't mean it's the exact same outcome because the mindset of the person that they're dealing with could be better or worse than what you dealt with. Y'all got to understand. When people start gossiping about you as a parent, you as a father, what's going on, how that's affecting y'all child, a lot of y'all don't understand, bro. With all this shit that y'all do, all this bickering back and forth and the gossip that kids have to hear about their mom and dad. If the mom is out here in the streets or the dad is out in the street, bro, y'all create motherfucking monsters. Fact. Y'all create people who have to go out here in this world and try to function normally, but have people gossiping about them and their parents and they got to try to remain normal in dysfunction and chaos and pettiness. That's the tone some of y'all set for these kids with y'all bullshit by not just getting along and communicating. Fuck what everybody out here says. It's millionaires who go through baby mama, baby daddy drama. But guess what? It's easy to create the trauma. It's easy to create the drama. It's easy to be petty. It's easy to hurt each other. You know what the fuck is hard to do? Communicate. Try to solve the problem. Try to heal from the point you're at. And make sure these kids or this kid isn't fucked up mentally. And if they are, have them address it before they have to become adults carrying that shit around internally. See, one thing I always wanted for my daughter was her to see that her mom and dad can always get along. That's all I cared about for my daughter and my boys. I just wanted them to see, regardless of whatever fucking life threw at me, the situations I could always hug or be civil and have a normal conversation or a normal engagement with their moms. And it not be on us trying to be on no other shit or, us faking a Friday. I genuinely understood it was about my child from the point she was born. You want to know how I knew it was all about her? Because I no longer cared about what the fuck was important to me anymore.
Message.
I mean, granted, I cared, but it wasn't my priority anymore. When you start putting your personal goals and priorities on the back burner for something greater than you, that's the ultimate level of unconditional love.
Facts.
Because you're giving up a dream, a passion, or a goal to make sure this little person becomes somebody who understands life is beautiful. And it doesn't have to be chaotic. And it doesn't have to be drama and trauma filled. It doesn't have to be something that you go through with people who don't really want to perceive the love that you give. You can find real love. You can find happiness. You can make your own family and it be healthy and it be communication, understanding, and all the things that come with building a happy relationship between a man and a woman and kids. And even without it, you can have that. It doesn't take all of this bullshit that a lot of y'all go out here and do. If you don't get along with your baby mama or your baby daddy, that's cool. But that doesn't give you a right to go out here and just down them and talk shit about them. I've talked shit about who's ever talked shit about me. Let's make that clear. I can sit here and try to make it, but I don't go out and slander. See, talking shit is one thing. Slander is another. I don't slander anybody because if I got to slander you, the streets done did that.
Facts.
It's just that simple. If I talk shit, you knew about the shit I was talking already. Because you heard it first. At that point, it's fair game on the shit talk. Because if I told you, you know it's a chance if I get mad at somebody asks me some shit, I'm going to say the same shit that I told you to your face.
Shit like that.
But I'm not going to go out here and just let everybody make you out to be a horrible person. A man or woman knows if they're a shitty person when they lay down at night.
Message.
Let's just make that very clear. It don't have my word shouldn't affect what the fuck you know you are. So, more or less, a lot of y'all need to understand this, man. We can sit out here and let these little petty parental games of, gossip, slander, the downing, the pettiness continue. Or we can be fucking mature and understand there's a bigger goal at hand. And that's making sure we raise healthy physical and mental kids. There's already enough emotionally charged young people out here, G's. There's already enough emotional charged kids running around here and not understanding. At the end of the day, G, you created this monster. I watched you. I watched what you've been through. I watched how you and mom and dad carried it in certain situations. And I internalized that. Kids will never really talk about the shit that hurt them until they become teenagers. A lot of kids can't process shit that won't right, pain and trauma, till they become teenagers and they start seeing other kids not sharing the mindset they have. And by then it's normally too late. This is already a person who's downloading all the bullshit and gonna bleed it off on somebody else by that time. So, in retrospect of all of this, I want y'all to understand this after you lay down tonight. If you going through this little back and forth baby mama, baby daddy game, if you're a woman and you not let that man see his child or his children, if you a man who got kids out here or a kid out here and you're not doing what the fuck is right, get your shit together. Cause your actions aren't just hurting you. You hurting them kids.
Facts.
Now, I'm gonna also say this before I go. If you are a man or a woman who hasn't shown up for these kids and hasn't put themselves in a position to be a father or a daddy and pretty much non-existent to these kids, stay the fuck away. Because if these kids are at a certain age where they can process who the fuck's around, what the fuck's happening, a routine, and they're at an age where it's a functioning age where they can pretty much go through life knowing that you're there, let them build that relationship with you on their terms. Don't try to force a relationship. Don't pop in when the work is probably easy now. And you don't have to do as much to win them over. Because all you got to do is be the fun parent at that point. So if you thinking that it's cool to just pop in your child's life and you've done the bare minimum and you just want to make sure that this child knows that you're the mom or you're the dad, understand this. You're going to fuck this kid up mentally. Because all the shit about you that made you not want to be a parent is going to start bleeding over to that bullshit, to the behavior that they start displaying. And by that time, who's to say you won't disappear again and leave the parent that's been doing it all there to deal with the bullshit that you've created and left it once again once the shit gets challenging. It's alright, man. Love your kids, man. Fuck the gossip. Fuck the bullshit. Fuck the slander. Let's be mature. And let's just get to a place of love and understanding for these kids. Motherfuckers ain't gotta be friends. Motherfuckers ain't gotta be cool. Long as you can be cordial.
Message.
Long as you don't have to be on huggy, whatever, with your baby mom, baby dad. But it's okay to be cordial. It's okay for you to be in the same room as a person you created life with. Just like it's okay. It was okay for you to be in the same bed or car or wherever the fuck else some of y'all freaks done created some of these motherfucking kids. Jesus Christ. And understand, why would my problem be with you? You know, even if you shit at me thus far, I don't got a problem with you. Just don't harm or disrupt what's happening if I got good progress or tremendous progress without you. That's it. And that goes for man or woman. Don't be the person who disrupts something if you know you contributed nothing to building or putting somebody in a good situation to be successful.
Message.
Like I said, let that kid decide at that point. You can't force certain things on somebody who's not comfortable. And when you do, you're not gonna get the results you want. So y'all stay mature out there. y'all stay realistic. Y'all stay logic. Y'all tuck that emotion away. And y'all go out here and y'all be the amazing parents that you are supposed to be. Even if you didn't have that. Go out here and be the better version of you. If you're a parent, it's not about you no more. To those that need to hear that shit tonight. If you're a parent, it's not a fucking about you no more. It's not been about you the moment you had that kid or them kids. But you do have to consider your happiness in the process. Don't neglect you making your kids happy. Don't make your kids your God either.
Message.
Don't put your kids on such a pedestal that you know it's just this weird relationship and all you know is your kids. No, have a life too. But just understand if you're dealing with, if there's a mom and a dad in the situation, communicate and keep the peace. So I'm going to throw one up on the west, and I'm going to throw one up on the east. Thank y'all for coming out tonight with Mickey J, the analyst, to say the least. I'm out, man.